with Levi at the field. We finally have some good spraying weather. It's so beautiful today. We have to take advantage of every second of good spraying weather. Levi's out here spraying Acuron. It's an herbicide from Syngenta. We've used it for about 6 years. It has awesome on-contact weed control, and then it lays down a residual to keep the weeds from coming back, and it works so well. It keeps our rows so super clean. I'm gonna let Levi tell you more about it, and then we'll kind of keep you updated on the fields and how clean our rows are throughout the growing season.
Gotta get some fine dirt off the road. Looks like a southeast wind. Just what we needed to finish this field up. I really like Acuron because you can use it as a 1-pass, 2-pass. You can do like 2 half rates to get the full rate. I usually do about a 2-quart pass one time. I do some of it pre. It works really well. The thing I really like about it is it'll kill the weeds, and then it also puts down a layer of residual so new ones can't come through. And I've been using Acuron for about probably 5 or 6 years now. The thing I like about it is you don't really give up yield. It's very crop safe, so you're not stressing the crop. So that's the main thing. You don't ever want to stress. I feel like I've really increased yield just because I stress the crop less. Because usually when you're spraying is anywhere from that V4 to V5 range, and at that time the corn plant's determining rows round and kernels long and everything, and you really want to have as least amount of stress on that corn plant as possible.
Wearing sunglasses because it's sunny, and for eye protection because walking through tall corn is something fierce. You do not want to get a corn leaf in your eye. I'm coming out to the field with Levi to show how our fields are looking. Our rows are nice and clean. The weed pressure is managed.
So we're out in a cornfield here of ours. Corn's about at the blister stage, and man, it's been probably 60 days or so since the Acuron's been applied with me. So the corn's completely canopy, so you see very little light getting through the canopy, not enough for any weeds to get sprouted and going. So the Acuron's done its job. It's kept this completely clean, no weeds, and I mean, this is what we like, this is what we want. It's just corn, so we're set.
Harvesting one of our cornfields, which means it was sprayed with Acuron. We used Acuron herbicide on every single corn acre that we have. It is so worth it to us. Look at how clean these rows are. The residual it was a 1-pass system, and it kept the weeds away the entire growing season.
Acuron on every acre because one thing I really like about it is if you're spraying on a hot day, the corn doesn't look wilty or look like you hurt it. Some herbicides can have it potentially cause it for green snap later, and can really affect the corn plant. But I've really noticed with the Acuron, I don't see any of that. Very little green snap at 85 mile-an-hour winds. It's a separate mode of action herbicide. It'll kill the existing weeds and have residual for no new ones to come.
The residual speaks for itself, wouldn't you say, Levi?
Yeah, as you can see here, you can get down a road.
We're driving down and there's no weeds.
Just the leaves of the corn dropping off. It's ready to harvest. So very happy.
We plant 36-inch rows, so it takes a little bit longer for our canopy to shade, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's wider than most.
The rows are so wide. Yep. So we've been very happy with Acuron helping us kind of bridge that gap due to our wide spaced rows. Why do you do 36? start making improvements and doing the best that we can with what we have at the time. And are you happy with the program?
I am. Yeah, very happy.
Do you feel like Acuron increases your yield?
Definitely feel like it increases my yield because there is no weed pressure. Just a few weed escapes can really cost a lot of bushels per acre. And not only that, but you've got to use some sort of herbicide out here. And I just feel like it's really safe, and it, you know, like I said, you can really tell on a hot day, like corn that never looks wilty or never looks like it, you know, the herbicide's doing anything to it. It just never misses a beat.
Would you recommend the investment on a quality herbicide like Acuron to your friends and fellow farmers?
Yeah, absolutely. Weed management, herbicide is not a place to cut corners. If you're gonna, you know, try to do something to save some money, don't cut a corner on an input that could really cost you in the end. You know, like I said, a few weed escapes, and you can really use yield. Plus, then you got to fight the weeds for the next 15, 20 years.